All right, guys. So we have completed all of the required work for the fields right now. We got our total harvest. We got all of our crops off, and the straw that we could bale, we baled up. We got some sold, and we got some delivered to the used dealership owner over here. But I do have some unfortunate news. So first bit of unfortunate news is our truck we are saying goodbye to. Um, this truck is going to end up going back to the dealership, and the tipper trailer actually has to go back. And me and the owner here had a discussion about, us making a kind of like a work it off offer as long as I cut the grass around here. Um, I could get this truck and trailer. Well, he actually had an offer that he said that he cannot refuse for this tipper trailer, so we're actually going to end up losing it. Hopefully for next grain season, we're going to be able to get at least some sort of tipper trailer, maybe even a grain cart of some sorts, something that we're going to be able to take our harvest to um, a spot to sell, or even if we can silo it by next harvest, that'd be great. But that's a lot of money we got to make to in order to build a silo, unless we can figure out a way to store all of our crop. But with the truck, I'm actually almost doing a trade-in deal. I'm actually trading down a little bit in favor of this here. So I'm gonna go with, this is a OBS Ford, but it is actually Cummins swapped. I need something with a little bit more pull and not as much necessarily like sheer just power. So I need more torque than I do horsepower. I need something that's going to be able to, pull us up a hill, get us through winter, things like that. And he said he was willing to, keep the same trade deal that Dodge for this Ford. But what we are getting out of it for bringing back that trailer, and we're keeping the same deal of keeping all of this grass mowed, and we can use it for hay crop, is we are actually getting this flatbed trailer right here. One other thing that is happening though that's kind of neat and kind of going to be helpful is over here there is this little John Deere lawn tractor, and he told me he's been trying to get rid of this thing for a long time now, and nobody really wants it. Everybody comes here for actual farm equipment and vehicles. He said, so if you have a use for it, by all means, you can have it as part of the deal, since we're cooperative and we brought back the grain trailer. So I'm going to get this stuff all loaded up. First things first today, I think I'm going to go grab the tractor and the hay bind. Actually, you know what? I may as well just leave this here. I'm going to grab the tractor and the hay bind, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start rearranging some of the equipment that's here, and I am also going to mow the hay around here and see if we can't make us some money off of that crop, because he did say he doesn't want any of it. The only thing that he wants is his grass to be mowed. So we're gonna take care of that and hopefully make us some good money off of it. And then I have all the upper fields that I need to do, and then it's gonna be plowing season. Alright guys, so some super exciting news. We have gotten all of the grass here around the used car dealership all cut. It is looking very good all around the buildings, behind the trees, all the way up to that back field. And something actually really cool happened while I was cutting the grass over here behind this building. This is what I did last. I did this section here, and in front of the big workshop, I did this last, and this actually goes back and wraps into that field too. I saw this big truck coming through, and they actually delivered this in 2 pieces. They delivered an all new shed, so I actually spent a little bit of time and I helped him move some equipment. So now we have all the headers in here, the other combine that he has for sale, and all of the skid loaders are here. So that's what has been moved into here, so we know when we come back for, you know, more pieces of equipment, we know where things are. Also, though, we have $36,000, and something that we really need to keep in mind is what we're doing currently. And I don't feel that we have all the equipment that is necessary to do what we are doing and then earning the most profit. So granted, we have no animals. I think it would make the most sense to take all of our bales, wrap them, let them ferment, and turn them into silage for now. Only because silage is worth the most money. So I did wrap the bales. They are on the trailer that is back at the house. I had to move the truck out of here, so I just took it back to the house when I was done, and then we finagled this equipment. I just brought the John Deere tractor back over. But my plan is, he actually has a bale wrapper for sale. We have our mower, and our mower basically swaths anyway, so I don't think that we are going to need, you know, anything else. But I can pick up this 4320, which the tractor runs fantastic still, but it is high hours on the tractor, unfortunately. So he's willing to get rid of this tractor for $12,000. I don't feel it's a bad deal, so I think I'm going to do it. And for an additional $4,000, which puts us at a $16,000 bill, we can pick up this bale wrapper back here. He was showing it to me a little bit earlier, but I don't think it's a bad deal. I think for the $16,000, having the bale wrapper and being able to, you know, wrap all of our bales after we cut the grass is going to be a huge thing for us. So I am going to go ahead and do this. I did kind of think about it a little bit, deciding what I wanted to do. I also, you know, part of my other option was this is a extremely old TW15 Ford. I did definitely think about buying this just because it is a dual rear wheel. The issue is, granted, it's a dual rear wheel. One, there's no wheel weights. It does have a little bit of extra, you know, grab with having the rear wheels, but that's about it. There's no wheel weight. And for being that it is a dual rear, it doesn't have an extreme amount of power. We may end up trading up to this tractor. We may end up trading in the smaller John Deere here, the 4020, and trading that in for the TW15. But we'll have to see. I haven't decided what it is that I want to do yet. But as for now, we're going to take this tractor and this tractor. We're going to go complete those upper fields at the top of the map here. And that's where we're going to go. I think this bale wrapper here, though, is going to be a huge addition to our farm for now until, you know, I can afford to actually buy like a good bale wrapper and a good baler in general. Our baler is really not the best, so I'm hoping for the ability to buy something else here soon. But the only thing that I don't necessarily like about these tractors is there is no 3-point on the front, so everything is off the rear. Um, but hey, for now, it's working. It's doing what we need it to do. So I'm gonna get back at it. I'm gonna head up to those other fields, and I'll catch you guys then. Alright guys, so we've gotten all the equipment up here to the upper fields. I'm currently cutting all of the hay fields that we have right now, or I should say the grass fields, because I guess our product is never actually going to be hay. My plan here is I'm gonna let it take me a little bit longer. I actually want to try and keep my rows as straight as possible just for ease of baling, because I'm sure you guys have noticed before, our baler is not the best. The width of the pickup on the bottom is not stellar, so I'm going to try and keep as much ease into this process as I can. That way I can get it done hopefully a little bit easier. It may take me a little longer, but lucky for you guys, you don't have to sit through all that. So my plan here is I'm gonna get all this cut. I have all the equipment up here, and then we're gonna bale it, and I will show you guys, you know, bits and pieces of all of it. That way, you know, like now you guys can see how the mower's working. And honestly, this mower has been absolutely phenomenal. I can't complain. This thing is making mowing super easy. I'm only gonna go back to this, like, I'm not even gonna call it the tree line, where this first tree sits is all the further. I'm bringing this back again, just kind of for ease. But I'm gonna get these all cut, and then I'm going to bale them. We'll get them wrapped, and the selling process, as always, you guys will be a huge part of. And I still have to go back and see the dealership man. He wasn't there. Gotta pay him the money for the equipment that we bought, so that'll be a huge chunk of change out of our account. But after that, we already have our first cultivator. I think our next big purchase is we're gonna have to pick up a seeder so that we can get something in the ground. I think I'm honestly gonna plant grass for the first round, and just kind of do the same thing with the silage in all of our fields. We're just gonna make as much money off of the silage as we possibly can. And after that, I'm thinking a big harvest for us is going to be soybeans. I think soybeans are probably our best bet. Ooh, looks like I picked up a little early. That's okay, I can fix that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get this all taken care of, and I will get right back with you guys. Okay guys, so we are getting ourselves all baled up now. We got nice neat rows, making baling pretty easy. Only a couple little spots at the bottom of the big field that's like down the hill to our right here. I had to do some different loading, or some different cutting, I mean. So it's not as neat as I wanted it to be, but the rest of the rows here are super clean, super neat. Gonna make baling a very easy process here. So I already got quite a few bales, so I think we'll make some decent profit off of the silage bale sales once they ferment. So my plan is I'm actually gonna grab all the bales, load them up, and run them back to the farm, and we'll just kind of let them sit until they are ready to be sold. And I want to look at the prices, make sure that we're getting a good price for them. I don't want to sell them right now if, you know, prices aren't high and things like that. So I'm gonna get all this baled up, and get them wrapped, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we now have every single bits of our grass, every single bit of our grass is now turned into a grass bale. I did 150-meter round bales. I'm now going through and trying to get all of them wrapped. I'm going to have a lot of work on my hands here just to get all these wrapped. After they're wrapped, I gotta load them all up, get them transported back to the other farm, and hope to God that I have room to put all these. I haven't really decided where yet. I mean, I guess they're wrapped. I can leave them outside, but I did not expect to have this many bales. As you go down the hill on that field, that direction there, there's so many. I don't know what it was about that field, but it yielded a crazy amount of bales for me. But I'm going to get all of these baled up, or get all of them wrapped. The wrapper is working phenomenal. I've never actually used this wrapper before. You know, I say that, and this is the first bale that's going to fight me. There we go. But yeah, I mean, the wrapper is working phenomenal. I'm super excited to have all these silage bales because it's going to definitely get us some money. I'm hoping we can upgrade a tractor. You know, I was thinking about it. Something else that we're definitely going to need is we need a pressure washer. Our equipment is dirty. This one isn't too bad. The 4020 though, it literally looks like it's been through an absolute mud pit. The haybine as well, it is just covered in mud and dirt. So we're gonna have to look into getting us a pressure washer for the farm. Also, I'm gonna have some expenses coming out for diesel. I had to fill, or I haven't yet. I'm going to have to fill the equipment here soon. And you know that's going to be expensive. Diesel's never cheap. But I guess I'm going to keep going here. And I will meet you guys back at the farm. Alright, we have made it to the end of the episode. And here you can see all of our fermenting silage bales. Lots and lots and lots of them. There is so many bales here. And it took me forever to get them all here. So on the flatbed, I could fit 5 on a side. If I sat them up, if I tried to sit them on their side, it didn't really work as well. I don't know why. They didn't roll, but it wouldn't work as well. So I actually had to stand them up. But I could fit 5 aside, and then I did a second row on each side. So that's only 20. It took me 3 loads to get them all here. But we finally did it. That is where I'm going to end the episode for today. And I will be working on tomorrow's episode right here in a hurry and shortly. So as always, guys, it's been fun. Please remember to leave a like rating on the video. Comment down below anything you'd like to see me add or anything that you'd like to see in general from the series. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, guys.